small group of orchids is definitely sad.
The animals are fed up with Esau Edom's wickedness on this earth and the vibration that is pushing out. Everything is suffering, all the living organisms are suffering. Shabbat Shalom. First of all, Kal Halalim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai Waha Racha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and who teach well, alongside the bishops and Zaquanium, right, leading the flock by example. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the Akim pushing this 100% gospel the world over in sincerity and in truth and in honesty. To you, few sisters, to you I say Shalom. Wa Adawan Rataza, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and this news clip says it all basically. Okay, explained it all. All right, orcas, attacking and sinking vessels off the Iberian Peninsula. And this is from PBS.org. Okay, dated June the 14th, 2023, the hopeful year that all prophecies come to pass. So it's a recent article, this, and it goes to show that everything is out of course. Everything is suffering. All right, all life is suffering. And life itself is is a threat from this virus Esau Edom, known as the devil, the so-called white man. You know, and usually, in the wild, orcas don't go after humans. They don't attack humans in the wild. You know, we usually hunt, squids and seals and other marine life and things like that. Okay, because they're the top apex predator in the oceans. So it says, let's get Romans chapter 8 and verse 22, which reads, "For we know that the whole creation, right, all these living organisms, man, the insects, the plants, land animals, marine animals, everything, even us, right, groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now." Everything is suffering, man. Everything's in pain. Animals are in pain. They're locked up in zoos. Okay, you know, treated inhumanely. Okay, the stress that's poured upon these creatures. All right, even the land is being overworked, man. Things like that. Esau Edom he does not keep the land Sabbath. All right, you got the deforestation of the Amazon forest. Okay, which is considered the lungs of the planet, man. And a lot of living organisms rely on that and need that area to thrive on. All right, and Esau Edom's cutting down all these trees non-stop. Animals having to pack up and leave. All right, things just dying off. Things being, just being tortured and left, and just death. Okay, that's what the whole creation is suffering from. Let's get Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." And that's right, man. This earth is turned upside down. Okay, you got the wicked ruling, right? When it should be at the bottom. And you got the children of Israel at the bottom when, when the Lord comes back and sets up his kingdom, right? The Israelites will be on top. Okay. "For shall the work save him that made it? He made me not. Or shall the thing framed save him that framed it? He had no understanding." And Esau Edom's own actions, you know, basically condemns himself, and it proves just how how pride has seeped into this is into this devil, that he thinks he knows better than the Lord. All right, he thinks he's helping creation. He thinks he's by bringing forth his wicked plans and devices and things like that. All right, just look at what he's doing to seeds that you plant and grow. All these seeds, GMO seeds and things like that. All you do is you plant something, water it, let it grow, and it'll bear its fruit. Instead, he's put all these things into place to make money off people and things like that, which is wicked. Okay, and the nutrients in these foods ain't even most of them is gone. All right, he thinks by having these veterinary hospitals and all these surgeries on these animals, he thinks he's bettering the health of these animals when he's not. All right, and just like when you know the collapse of this society happens with the MOTB, the RFID micro C hip, prophesied in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 on down. Okay, the chief, head of Esau, Amalek, the so-called JEWs, international banking elites, man, because they want their new world order, right? They want this system crashed, and they want everybody electronically tagged. They want to monitor your spending habits. They want to know what you're thinking, for crying out loud, right? Because he has that God complex. They want to know everything about you, your medical history, your financial history, things like that, where you are all the time, track and trace, things like that. Okay, let's get Psalm 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. Okay, they walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. And that's certainly true, man. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. Concrete everywhere, weakening your knees. Okay, having joint problems. Okay, concrete damages the earth as well. Everything's out of course, man. You got the woman over the man, right? You got animals going extinct. You got holes in the ozone layer, chemtrails in the air, right? And Esau Edom thinks he's doing a good thing, man. When everything and him himself and his people are suffering too under this. You got Wi-Fi waves, which are causing a lot of damage. All this 5G as well. Okay, that's very detrimental. You know, and these creatures, man, their habitats are disturbed. That's why these animals are fighting back. Okay, you got all this noise pollution, things like that. And even living, in areas further away from like the cities, like with factories and things like that, living in areas surrounded by like nature, people tend to live a lot longer because they're not all around that pollution, the things that are being pushed out into the air, inhaling all these toxic chemicals. Right, they tend to live a longer life. All right, let's get Revelation 11 and 18, which reads, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, whom the Lord," that's who the Lord giveth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. All right, and to the saints, who are the Israelites, and them that fear thy name, small and great. That's right. And the elect are going to be saved. The elect of the nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird Israelite foreigners, man, who are the children of Israel. But only the elect are going to be saved on this side round, man. And they're going to call upon the names Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and in truth. Okay, because the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are saved. All right. And it goes on to say, "And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth," and that's Esau, Edom, destroying the earth, man. Okay. And the Lord is going to destroy him for that. And these are the nations. They follow after Esau, Edom, right, and doing and performing the very things that you know damages the earth and the environment and things like that. You got Moab and Ammon hunting all these creatures in the ocean for delicacies, like you have shark fin soup and things like that. They hunt orcas, killer whales, amongst other animals and things, and the animals like killer whales, that's not lawful to consume at all. They've got fins but no scales, you know. So I thought I'd look up some facts on whales. There's a lot of information on here, so I'll just pick out certain key parts. Orcas, also known as killer whales, are marine mammals. They belong to the suborder of toothed whales, but are also the largest member of the dolphin family. Okay. Facts about orcas. Largest member of the dolphin family. Highly intelligent and able to coordinate hunting attacks. Extremely fast swimmers and have been recorded at speeds of up to 54 kilometers per hour. Orcas are still hunted in some countries such as Greenland. A wild orcapod can cover over 160 kilometers a day, foraging and socializing. Dolphins and whales are closely related, man. Get this subheading here. What do orcas eat? Looking at all populations, orcas are generalist eaters, consuming fish, seals, sea lions, dolphins as well, porpoises, sharks and ray, large whales, cephalopods, which are octopods and squids, like seabirds and more. However, some orcas specialize on specific prey and it turns out orcas are picky eaters. Right? Look at the threats that they face. They face a number of threats. They get caught in fishing nets and gear accidentally. Face problems with toxic waste and pollution in the sea. Right? Okay, because they dump a lot of think unwanted garbage in the sea and things like that, as well as other toxic things. All right, and of course that's detrimental to them. Right? These animals get sick, and then slowly, it's not just them that face it. It's these other, like plankton and other living organisms in the sea suffer as well. And then when one thing suffers in the food chain, then it affects the rest. Right? Increasing boat traffic and resulting collisions, like we saw in the article video, and underwater noise pollution as well. See, so that can cause a lot of stress on these creatures as well. You know, that's right. And in the kingdom, this ain't gonna be a thing. All right, everything is gonna be rejoicing, even the trees. Spell that wrong. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 8. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us. Right? And a fella is basically a lumberjack, someone who chops down trees. Okay? So, in the kingdom, things are going to rejoice, man. All right? Things ain't rejoicing now. All right? Everything again is suffering. You know? Psalm 37 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy and to slay such as be of upright conversation. Even though that wasn't the one I was looking for. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, same one again, yeah. That's right. You know, we're threat to Esau Edom. That's why, it goes back to that, the hatred in the womb. Okay? It goes back to, Esau and Jacob. All right? That's why scripture says we're not in trouble as other men. All right? We get that right now. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. That's right. That's why Esau Edom, he watches us. Okay? Okay? You walk into a shop, it might be an East Indian shop or wherever you go, you get followed around, things like that. All right? Something that we commit, a heathen commits it, they may get a slap on the wrist, but we'll get longer, jail time, things like that, man. We're not at rest, you know. That's just the way things are, in captivity. All right? But we're gonna put these heathens and Esau Edom, you know, back into their place, their position. All right. Get the last one and close out. Second Peter chapter 3 verse 13. Straight to the point. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And the word for new in the Greek is kainos, which means refreshed. All right. Renewed, a renewed earth. Okay, where things are going to flourish, life is going to flourish. No more animals going extinct and being endangered, things like that. Right, no more pollution anymore. Okay, things ain't gonna suffer like they are suffering now. Just righteousness is gonna dwell therein. All right. So I don't want to rattle out. This lesson was edifying. You know, just wanted to do a quick lesson on that. So until next time, I don't want to rattle out. Shabbat Shalom. Unlimited praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Rahavaka Kadash. Sorry about that. Double honors again to the apostles of Great Millstone. With that, Kwame Asherala, Wa Abad Wabal, Shabbat Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel.